The actor, the last 3 movies alone. Screaming at your TV is a time-honored practice among both Bravo viewers and college football fans, but soon it could change the face of advertising. Sony filing for a patent that would allow people to skip commercials by yelling the name of the product at the TV. Here to discuss it, marketing maven Bruce Turkel. We also have psychologist Jeff Gardier. I love this idea. Bruce Turkel, they just turned getting rid of their ad into an interactive game. Is it genius?
A second ago, when you mentioned BlackBerry was making money, I started yelling at my TV. So obviously, it's interactive. Yeah, it's genius, but here's the problem. Domino's Double Stuff is going to come on. You're going to yell stuffed cheesy bread. 20 minutes later, your doorbell's going to ring, and the pizza's going to show up. Your kids are going to scarf it down. Is that good or bad? I can't tell.
Well, you just yell at it to get the ad away. I don't think it automatically delivers the pizza. Jeff Gardier,
that's going to happen, too.
That's going to happen next, is what you're saying, is very shortly after this. I don't know. It still sounds good to me. Pizza just showed up at my door. What's wrong with that? Jeff Gardier.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is get the psychological effect, if you will. It's one thing to sit back passively and watch a commercial or even try to speed through it, but it's another thing. You're making a deal with the devil. You want to get through the commercial quickly, so you scream the name of the product. So this is a way that you're not only getting it passively, but also being aggressive by using your vocal cords. And we think, as psychologists, that it makes you perhaps remember the product much more.
But if you know the name of the product, you've already, I mean, you already know it. I don't know that they're getting new people. I mean, if you look in an ad and by looking at it, you know that's a Panasonic television, you are already sold. You're already familiar with Panasonic anyway.
Sure, but what they're doing is they're also going to expand the program so now you can be interactive with the particular commercial. So you may have to do something on a keypad, for example, to get it to fast forward. You have to play a little game. So they're really going to try to suck you in.
This speaks to a larger problem where we're all living in the DVR age and we all want to fast forward through the commercials, although I don't want you to because that pays my salary. I mean, it's a huge problem, Bruce Turkel. How do you solve this? What's the best way to leave an impression on viewers' minds who are not going to sit by and watch commercials?
I understand what your guest is saying about once you vocalize it, of course, it brings you somewhat in relationship with the product. But I think what you're also going to see is, and they're already out there, is shorter commercials that you can watch fast forward. So while you're hitting the button on the DVR, you're still getting the message. And you know what? That pizza with the steam coming up,
but are you, Jeff Gardier,
as it looks slow.
Real quick before you go, are you still getting, if you're fast forwarding it, you are not seeing the product and getting the message.
You may not see the product, but let's talk about a younger generation that's watching where they fast forward through everything. And by the way, the answer to the previous question, if I may add that, is you got to make better commercials. They've got to be more entertaining. Bottom line.
No one's ever going to sit there and watch them anymore now that they don't have to. Gentlemen, thanks to both of you. Sci-fi.